What's up everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm gonna teach you 3 exercises to master the KH system on the guitar. So the first example that I can give you to master the KH system will be based on 3 different chords. So we will get E minor, then we'll go to A minor, and then to C. So why only those 3 chords in this order? It's really simple to understand. It's because, as I said to my students, as a guitarist, we have to be lazy. We don't want to move like everywhere on the neck. So the less we're moving, the better. Let's start with E minor. On E minor, you'll use your second finger on the second fret of the A string, then your third finger on the second fret of the D string, and then just strum everything. And remember, you're using the second and third finger, not the first and second. You can use it, it depends how comfortable you are, but in this example you will understand why I'm using those 2 fingers. To go to A minor, what you're gonna do, you're just gonna put your 2 fingers 1 string down and add your first finger on the C note, which is the first fret of the B string. And then you will strum from the A string, which is the second fret from the top. And then you're just gonna repeat this process. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And the cool thing with this, if you're having some struggles, try to visualize the following chords. What I mean about that is, when I play E minor, in my mind, I can already see the position of A minor on my neck. So once A minor is going, I can literally put my fingers straight away, and that's how I can connect all those chords together. It makes so much more sense. If you've got like 1 step forward, you will be fine. If you take this reflex from the beginning, in the future you won't even think about that. It's just gonna be automatic, and you will save a lot of time, and it will be way easier for you on the situation of the song that you're currently learning. So now moving on from A minor to C. When you start from A minor, you need to remember, imagine the next chord. So we know that our third finger is gonna go on the third fret of the A string, correct? So in my mind, my finger is already on the position. So if I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's way easier to do it. And if it's too fast for you, you can do it in 3 different steps, which is gonna be whole notes, half notes, and quarter note. If you don't have any theory or something, I'm gonna explain literally right now. You'll understand. On the whole notes, you're just gonna strum once, and it's gonna ring 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And repeat this process until you get really comfortable before moving on to the next one. And on the next one, it's gonna be pretty much similar, but the half notes will be every 2 beats. So it's gonna be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's how you can get better at this. So do it 3 times in a row perfectly with the whole note, with the half note and the quarter note. But if you do a single mistake, I want you to start again from the beginning. I don't care if you have like 1 beat left or some, I don't care. Just start from the beginning until it gets perfect. You will thank me later, trust me. And then on the second exercise that I have for you today, guys, will be the transition between C to D major and to G. It looks impressive, but it's not really that complicated. So if you start from C, and if you applied the advice that I just gave you earlier, try to imagine the D chord. It looks like a triangle with the fingers. Get like this triangle thing. Imagine this position in your mind while you're doing this C position, and do exactly the same as I said before with the whole note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat this process until it gets perfect. As I said before, if you do one mistake, you start from the beginning. And then you just move on with the half notes 3 times in a row perfectly, and then the quarter notes, which is, I didn't show you the quarter note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the quarter note. And then you're just gonna move on to the quarter notes to make sure that you're perfectly stable. So if I do from C to D with whole notes, it's gonna be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. With the half note, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And on the D string, just before moving on to the quarter notes, you're gonna strum from the 3rd string from the top. And then now quarter notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's how you can make the connection between C to D more easier. And I remember we said C to D to G, but before doing all the chords at the same time, because I'm pretty sure this is why you're struggling, you try to do everything at once. Don't do that. You're just gonna waste your time and you're gonna be frustrated. So don't do that. Start from the beginning. Make sure that every chord that you're playing sounds the best. If you have one note that if it sounds like this, you need to make sure, okay, what is wrong with this chord? Oh, we do a mistake, so press more. And now you've got a beautiful chord. Make sure that everything is perfect before moving on to the next chord, because you want to play your song the best way as possible, right? So do it really slow and step by step. But now moving on to from D to G. Remember what I said before? Imagine the position. But on this way I have a nice trick for you. So when you play from D to go to G, what you're gonna do, you're gonna put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the E string and put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the E string as well from the top, and then your first finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. That's how you can do G major really fast. So before even you start playing, just do this gymnastic with your fingers. It's really helpful. So you start from D and go to G as fast as you can. Don't need to strum anything. Even if you're not perfect, we don't care. Because we just want to tell our brain to tell him where our finger are going. So start from D, go to G. Start from D, go to G. Once you feel comfortable, whole note, half note, quarter notes, 3 times in a row, perfect. One mistake, you start again. 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Half notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Quarter notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And now you can play everything together. So from C to D to G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Half notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Quarter notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. My bad. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And there you go. And the last sequence of chords that I want to give you today, guys, is pretty easy. It's a little bit of a mix altogether. So it goes from A minor to C to D to G. It's the best mix that you can get to master the KH system, and you can find millions of songs with this kind of chord progression, especially if you add a capo. But let's do it from the whole note to the quarter note. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. My bad. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Sweet. So now let me give you some bonuses, because first of all, thank you so much for being here until almost the end of this video, so you deserve a really nice bonus. So on the D chord, when you play it, well, on the D chord or any chord, try to strum everything at once. Don't try to... We don't want to hear that. Because you're not a child, you're not 9 years old who just discovered the guitar, you know that it's not the correct sound, but you're too lazy to do it, so no excuse, just do it this way. Make sure that when you strum a chord, strum it everything at once, so you just drop dead your rest. And if you don't want to check your right rest, which I definitely recommend, because on the left hand we've got too many fingers to deal with, so if we have to deal with the right hand, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass, so don't do that. You can mute the string, for example on the C or the D chord. Let's take C as an example, because on the D I'm not doing it properly, because sometimes I can hear the A string but it's not making a big difference. But on the C we can see that we can hear with this this E bass. So let's put your thumb here to mute it, and then can't hear anything. If you strum a little bit lower, you're not gonna hit the main the first string, so you're not gonna make this weird ghost note. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash the like button, to subscribe on the channel if you didn't do it, and let me know in the comment section on what problems you're struggling on the guitar. I'm really happy to help you out, and I really hope that this tutorial on how to master the cage system helped you out, and I see you on the next video. Bye bye!